Well, we continue now our fentanyl series by hearing from families who have been deeply impacted, sharing the heartbreak and devastation they've experienced after losing loved ones to this drug. And our reporter Anissa Williams joins us live in the studio. Anissa, you've been talking to these families.
Yeah, and it's been very heartbreaking. A woman is speaking out about the devastating loss of her older sister to fentanyl. For Courtnie Green, this isn't about statistics, it's personal. Here's her story.
I don't know what happened with my sister. I don't know why she got this, but I know she didn't plan on taking fentanyl. Yeah, she was scared of it. She was scared of it just because it took her friend's life. And she had kids and she had a family and she had friends. She didn't plan on dying, and she didn't plan on, having an overdose.
Mallory Green was the oldest of 5 siblings, and for Courtnie Green, she was more than a sister.
She was honestly one of my best friends because we spent so much time together. We shared a room up until we were adults. She was a big goofball. She was always a jokester. She was an adventurous soul. She loved to travel. She loved to go to the beach. Cannon Beach was one of her favorite places, and she loved the mountains, and she was a big-time Christian. She loved Christian concerts, and she loved country music. I think more than anything, she loved her family, and she loved her kids, and she loved her friends.
Mallory died on January 22nd, 2021, just 8 days after her 33rd birthday. She left behind 3 young children.
She had a little girl and 2 little boys. I think it probably has been the hardest for the oldest one because literally, they were best friends. Her and her son, they loved each other. They all loved their mom, but I think there was that special connection with her oldest.
Courtnie says her sister wasn't addicted to drugs. She had fibromyalgia and had been taking prescription medication for years to manage the pain.
Nobody knew that she was going to go out and get something from somebody until the day that when she died, and we found out she had fentanyl in her system. So, and I don't think my sister would ever get something like that.
But one night, Mallory unknowingly took a pill laced with fentanyl. Just one pill. 4 years later, the grief still lingers for Courtnie and her entire family.
Because you're always reminded of that one person who's missing in your family. Holidays are not the same. Sorry, getting emotional. But I think the hardest too is just seeing her kids growing up without her, I think it's definitely increased depression among us siblings and my parents. And I know our friends were really devastated, but for us, it's hard because we still don't know why somebody would give that to her. We don't have the answers. When I got married, she wasn't there. And I think that was hard for my brother too when he got married. And then my mom, Mal, would come over and she would sit down on my mom's bed and watch TV with her. And right after she passed away, my mom told me that's hard to watch TV and just not imagine her sitting there watching TV with her.
Narcan was in the home that night, but her boyfriend didn't use it.
He said that he didn't think it was a real thing. He thought it was something that they just used on the Cops TV show.
Courtnie shared her story to bring more awareness to Yakima, where her sister died, and where silence still surrounds fentanyl.
That's what's hurting people more, is not saying anything, not making people aware of it, not warning children enough about it. It's the family members that need to say something. You need to be the voice for your family member. They need to have you speak up about what happened to them. That's the only way we can change things for people in the future, too.
And we want to thank Courtnie for giving us the opportunity to share her sister's story. Stay with us for our 6 p.m. newscast when we'll hear from a mother who wishes to remain anonymous about the loss of her son to fentanyl. John?
These are just such devastating stories, and I know you talked to a number of people when you were putting the story together. We'll be hearing again, as you say, in the 6 o'clock news, but thanks so much, Anissa.
Of course.
Well, have you ever had to administer Narcan? That's the question we asked in today's viewer poll. You can scan the QR code on your screen or go to either our social media pages or our website to cast your vote. The poll is set to end at 5:40 tonight, so make sure to get your votes in. And you can tell us why you voted in the comment section on our Facebook post. We'll have the result for you in our 6 p.m. newscast, but it does seem pretty cut and dry that no is the answer. I suppose that's a positive thing. We'll take it that way.